level of support is broken. Decent trend. B, pull back. C, with an M shape, check the ABCD pattern webinar. And now we're going for the breakout, which is the D. Once I saw this pattern, previous support acting as a resistance, reverse ABCD pattern, or beer flag, or whatever you want to call it. Hey everyone, this is Ayman and we're back with another video for the stock trading simulator series. Today I'm going to be talking about one of the trades that I have executed last week, or one of the trades that I have traded actually last week on LCID. One of the things that I love about this style of trading, the style of trading that I'm explaining in the stock trading simulator, is the fact that it's more reliable on the bigger time frame, and because it's more reliable on the bigger time frame, you could actually turn this day trade into swing trade. You could aim for getting good entries with really tight stop losses with an intraday setups, and you could easily hold it for 2 or 3 days in the future for potentially bigger winners. Now let's go into the trade. So LCID was the trade that I've executed on 22nd of April. I played it to the short side, and there were a few reasons for that. The first reason is you could take a look at the daily chart. On the daily chart, you'll see that we are in a steady downtrend. Overall, we're in a downtrend, and for the past month, we've been holding this channel around here. Luckily, last few days we broke this channel, and then the previous support started acting as a resistance. 21st of April we sold off with a really nice bearish candle, closing literally below everything, and now there is nothing stopping us from selling off even lower. On the 60-minute chart, you could see that previous resistance up here at 1996 or around $20 started acting as a support. That was a pre-market high on 22nd of April, and it also coincided with the range around here, which is the previous resistance, previous support acting as a resistance. One of the best confirmations I love seeing before getting or looking for an entry. Now let's play this at 10 times speed and go to the smaller time frames. Let's just close them and sales, we don't need them here. 5-minute chart and the 1-minute chart. So there it is, the stock's pulling back. We're looking at a level around the $20, and once the price goes closer to the $20, we are interested in shorting stock. We do not short it only because it hit the $20. We want to see a rejection. Sometimes you could, I mean, if you're so confident about the setup, and I'm honestly in this instance enough confident. Why is that? Because look at this, this is also a resistance from the previous day after all this sell-off. So around here you could see that it's going into the level, it's starting to reject the level, it's about to close this reverse hammer, didn't close yet unfortunately. Bearish candle. Now this is a beautiful candlestick pattern. I call it the bullish engulfing sandwich, where the bullish candle gets engulfed by two bearish candles from both sides. This is you don't trade this pattern only because it's there, because you could find it in a lot of places. Like you could see a bullish engulfing sandwich around here, which worked out but didn't work out really well, right? You could also see a bearish engulfing sandwich, which is a bullish setup in some place, and then it would fail. You always need to combine what you see with the overall idea, and our overall idea today it was to trade Lucid or LCID to the short side around some key level. And now that we're having the confirmation candlestick pattern around the level, that is a good push or a good confirmation for us to get into a trade. Now unfortunately this entry around here was missed by me. I didn't get into Lucid around here. I actually got into this trade somewhere around 10:15 a.m. Let's go forward slightly, and there it is. So if you zoom this thing out, you could see that there is the breakout area on LCID to the short side around 1950. The stock was chopping in a range around here, and closer to 10:15 it started selling off for the break of the low of the day. On the 5-minute chart, candlestick pattern, bearish engulfing crack, where the bearish candle engulfs the bullish candle and then it cracks or it sells off below the low of the candle. This was basically my entry on LCID. Now, what is the target on this stock? The high of the day is $20. The ATR on LCID is 1.5 dollars. So it could go all the way to $1850. We do not target the 100% of the ATR. We usually target somewhere around the 80% of the ATR, and the 80% of the ATR is $1.20, which means that our target could be $1880. So you could either hold it to 1880 and exit all out, or like I told you, because we like the daily chart, look at the daily, we're finally breaking down. We could actually swing trade it. So today, if it continues selling off, we're more likely to close as a reverse hammer, and the reverse hammer below all the levels of support is a bearish candle, which means that on the next day, which is Monday, 25th of April, we could continue selling off. Will we? I don't know. But the patterns tell me that we could do that. So what did I do? I decided to hold on into this position and maybe take in some profits at 1880 and hold the rest till market close or till Monday. Somewhere around, I think, 12 p.m. the stock started giving us a pattern, and there is the pattern, a reverse ABCD pattern. So there is your level of support. A, level of support is broken, decent trend. B, pull back. C, with an M shape, check the ABCD pattern webinar. And now we're going for the breakout, which is the D. Once I saw this pattern, previous support acting as a resistance, reverse ABCD pattern, or bear flag, or whatever you want to call it, I decided to add into my short position, right? And now you could move your stop loss. And if you move your stop loss, where would it be? Honestly, in my opinion, the technical level would be around the bodies around here. You don't need to use the wicks every time, especially if it double rejected the resistance. One rejection, I would use it at the high. Double rejection, entry for the break. You could use the body around here as your stop loss. Sorry about this. Now, what I did on this stock is I held it, I think, all the way till noon, which is 12 p.m., and closer to $1880, I locked in some profits. I locked in somewhere around 50% of my position, and the remaining 50% of the position, I decided to hold it for a swing trade. This is the way it closed, and if you go and take a look at the 5-minute chart, still previous resistance acting as support, it's selling off, market is closing down here. And how is the daily chart looking like? Take a look at the daily. You could see that the daily chart is about to close as a reverse hammer, which confirms the theory, and hopefully on Monday we're going to continue selling off. If so, on Monday I'll play LCID, I'll add to my position on LCID for a breakdown, and I'll hold it for the ATR, which is $1, and I will cover most of my positions somewhere around $18. That's my plan for my swing trade. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, feel free to write them down in the comment section. If you want to take a look at more of my trades, you could follow me on Twitter. It's at AymanBBT. And you could always email me. It's ayman@bearballtraders.com if you have any questions. Have a great day, everyone, and I'll talk to you on Monday.